the ultimate way to make, I don't even know, what would you even call this? Let's see what she says, what she calls it. Та риба сольона, як вона називається? Копчена или просто солена риба? I think it's called salted fish, but we call it селедка. Our yummy salt fish. We vacuum sealed the smoked, it's not smokedness, it's just salmon. We usually buy like full fillets and we'll like break it up and then we'll freeze each piece. Pretty much this was in the freezer for about 7 days. So it created this sushi grade meat, why am I calling it meat? It created this sushi grade salmon and it's pretty much ready to eat. We're gonna open it up. Let me just go from this angle. And we're gonna just pop it right into our casserole dish. The ingredients, there's only 3 ingredients for this: your pickling spice, your salt, and your brown sugar. So I'm just gonna move my salmon to the side a little bit and we're just gonna get half of our, let me just break this. Wow, this was actually fresh. Look at this brown sugar. Look at that, it's just not good. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this down on the bottom of the pan first, half of it, put it right down, so then the fish can actually sit in it. And we're gonna do skin side up with the fish because we really want the salmon to sit in the brine. There we go. And now we're gonna flip the fish onto, let me just spread this out a little bit. And then we're just gonna put it right like that. And then we're gonna put more on top of the fish. Like this. I got a little mouse down there. He's digging around, making all this loud noises. What you doing down there? I know that this is like a lot of salt, but this is how they used to preserve the fish where it was ready to eat. Just gonna put a little bit more of the brown sugar down there. The brown sugar is what makes this fish taste so good. My mom's friends are always asking for this recipe and she would like constantly give it to them and they would still not make it like she does. I'm gonna put the rest of this on top of the fish and the rest of this. And then the rest of the pickling spice. And that's pretty much it. Easy peasy. So these are the 2 ramekins that I had my spices in, so I'm just gonna put it right on top. It just will help the fish to really sit in the brine. And now we're just gonna plastic wrap it and it's gonna go into the fridge for about 2 days. This will just really help the fish. Make sure it's plastic wrapped tightly. Alrighty, now we're gonna put it into the fridge and it'll be done in 2 days. While we're waiting for our fish, thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Being able to sell a skill is a huge advantage today. That's where Skillshare comes in. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves to learn and wants to learn new skills. Have a specific skill you're trying to learn? Skillshare is a perfect place to start. From videography and video making to graphic design, freelancing, and more classes you can find that will match your goals and interests. We dove into a knife skills, a mini class to chop like a chef by Elena Carr. Her class helped us learn how to efficiently and beautifully chop everything from vegetables to proteins for any dish you could think of. Interested in making a career pivot or up-leveling your skill in your current role? Prioritize your self-care and wellness by using Skillshare as a way to invest in yourself, unwind, and relax. The benefits that Skillshare has, it's ad-free so you can stay in the zone while you're exploring new skills. New premium classes launched each week, so there's always something new to discover. Entire catalog is now available with subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German. The first 1,000 people to use the link or our code get 1 month free trial of Skillshare. Check out the link below as well as in the comment section for more. All right, so it's been about 2 days and we pulled our fridge out. No, we pulled our fish out of the fridge and we soaked it in in cold water for about an hour. It just rinses off the salt or any kind of spices that were on there. We don't mind the spices on there, but if you do, you can just kind of take them off like this. You really want to get the leafy ones off. It's like biting into a leaf, but these other spices, they're totally fine. I'm just gonna take them off right here. And next what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off the skin. You wanna peel off the skin on this fish because you don't wanna be biting into a whole piece of skin. I'm just gonna turn it so you guys can see. So we're just gonna, your skin should peel off pretty easily. Just slowly peel it off. This and just be gentle. You don't have to go crazy. Don't push on your fish either really hard. Just be gentle. There, you see these little pieces coming up? We don't want that to happen because we don't want to destroy the fish. Just gently tug. And it's okay if this layer right there is still on there. It's not a big deal. You can trim this layer off on the fish, but we don't mind it. It's just a little more fishy, but it's not a big deal for us. But if you do, you can just take a knife and just gently this, and it literally just comes right off. We have our beautiful piece of salted fish right here. This is completely ready to eat. It's sushi grade fish. There you go. You can cut it up any way you like. The way we're gonna do it, we're gonna do strips like this. You can have them thin, you can have them thick. It's about this right there. So you can even go thinner with this fish as well. Cut that. You go pretty thin. With this fish that my mom makes, she serves it. You can either eat it with a black bread. That's one of the popular things that we do is just black bread. It's served, it's a side dish technically. It's not like a full meal. And we have it with mashed potatoes. That's pretty much it. I think the biggest thing is the mashed potatoes and the black bread. It's literally ready to eat. But we're gonna show you guys how to season it. And we also add onions into this as well, into this dish. Sushi lovers would be obsessed with this, I think. Definitely, if you love any kind of raw sushi, this is it. We're all set with cutting our fish. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set it into a dish now. I'm gonna put it into this dish. Just gonna lay it right in there. This. Oh, it smells so good. If you use pickling spices, you know what I mean. We always have pickling spice somewhere. We're always pickling something, so we always will have pickling spice. Okay, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna add onion. This is totally optional, but I'm gonna do it the way my mom does it. So we're just gonna cut our onion up, and we don't want too thick of onion strips. So we're gonna just clean this up real quick. The onion is one of my other favorite things about this dish. Whenever we put the oil on the dish to really let it seep in, we're gonna cut it in half. You can either do circular rings or you can do half rings. So I like to do half rings, and I like to cut them not too thin. And you get like this, let me show you. You get like these kind of, there you go. That's what you're gonna get. And you can cut half onion or you can cut the whole thing. We're gonna do the whole thing because we love the onions. Whenever this dish is fully complete, the oil seep in, really soak into the onion, and you get like the oil, you get the fishy flavor in there. It's really good. So we're just gonna toss the rest of them right into this dish. There we go. We're gonna use this grapeseed oil. It's very neutral. It doesn't have much flavor. It doesn't take away the flavor from the fish. Unlike canola oil, any olive oil, they're really strong flavors. So we're just gonna use the grapeseed. Let me grab my spoon so I can show you. I'm gonna just do first a tablespoon. Just kind of go over. And then another tablespoon. Once you add your oil in, you're just gonna gently mix it so it just coats all the fish evenly. Just gets oil through everything. Normally this dish is like plastic wrapped and put into the fridge for about a day or two, but I'm ready to dig in. I want to try this fish. I want to see how it is. It is ready to eat. Technically you can eat it now, but the best flavors come out in like 2 days. Again, let's try this fish. I'm just gonna grab, oh, this is too big. Let's grab a little smaller piece. There you go. It looks the same, but I'm gonna try it. This is so good. Wow, it's not too salty. You just have, and you can taste the pickling spices really soaked in, and it's so good. I love all things raw, like seafood, especially salmon. I'm not a big fan of salmon, baked salmon. I love it raw, so this is definitely my favorite dish. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you follow us on Instagram to see the behind the scenes. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys at our next video.